Welcome to 23 Degrees Sideways. It's, I don't know, about 5 in the morning according to standard time, which I don't do. I don't know if you know about that, but several states years ago, I think it was during the Obama administration, in fact, voted to not go time shifting, basically not ever get off of daylight savings time because standard time didn't make any sense. And it's true in terms of sunrise and sunset. Standard time really doesn't make any sense. But the federal government disallowed it. So the federal government said no to Nevada, California, several other states. No, you may not keep your time the way you want. You must do daylight savings time and standard time. Despite the fact that we know that the shift in spring specifically kills people. Like, we know, we have data that people die because of the stress of the time change. So, that's your federal government for you. Apparently it's not a big enough issue to have ever hit the states' rights movement, because states' rights only matters if it's about being a sanctuary or something. The joys. So I don't do it. I don't shift my time zone. You know, I'm used to working with the fact that other people are on a different time zone for 4 months out of the year. I mean, that's kind of part of the thing. Is like daylight savings time has been extended to the point where it goes until like November and starts in like March. I mean, is it March or? Yeah, it's March, it's not February. But you only get a couple months of standard time. So why? Like, why bother? Just end the damn thing. People. So, housekeeping notes, channel housekeeping notes. I'm up to 37 subscribers as I record this. Woo. That's actually up like 3 over a couple of days. Organic growth is very difficult on YouTube because YouTube does not really permit that to happen. Also, you know, my social media presence is really kind of limited, and that does have an effect. You know, that's definitely a thing. I am exploring, but have not posted on Rumble. We'll see how that goes. I am on BitchUte. BitchUte is now uploading for me. There's a couple areas where I'm not particularly happy with BitchUte. I want to use it, I want to like it, I want to make it work. However, and there's the big but. However, you know, it's very specifically based on you uploading content from your computer, and you have to do it in real time, because if you leave the page, the stuff on BitchUte will time out. So you can't, like, if I've got a longer upload with YouTube, I can just set it and leave, right? Do something else. I can't do that at home because, of course, I live in a rural area where there's a monopoly on internet service, and they have been able to provide me with no improvement in my quality of service over the past 10 years of complaining. And so I run a periodic error rate of 11 to 30%, and that's a couple times a day for hours on end, and that's ridiculous, right? And my average throughput, just, you know, for example, if I wanted to upload a 4-minute video, it would take about 5 hours. That's 720p, not 1080. That's what I got. That's CC Communications in Churchill County, Nevada. They're not a particularly good provider, and they can't fix it. You know, I've tried hooking up directly to their lines. I've tried standing up their boxes so they're not getting rained in. You know, after I call it in for 3 years and no one comes by and fixes it. That's just, And every time I talk to them, they're like, oh, well, you'll have fiber by next year. And I'm like, no, I won't, because I live way out in the county. Whatever. Anyway, back on topic. The part of the problem, of course, being that the entire rural area here, the valley, the county itself, is not very well served in terms of internet pipe size, throughput. So even if I go to a higher bandwidth area like the coffee shop I usually use, it's still going to take 45 minutes or an hour to upload a 13 to 15 minute video, which is bad. And with BitChute, you have to watch it. You have to be there. BitChute also does not support loads from the cloud, so I can't upload once to a spot on the cloud and then take that file and load it to multiple services if I'm using BitChute, because BitChute doesn't do that, doesn't have that capability. They're also very, very browser based, so you run into problems where your uploads just completely fail to process at all because of your browser cache or a VPN or somebody else's VPN or how full your frame cloud is. It doesn't, like, it's ridiculous, okay? So that's my problem with BitChute. I have contacted support, and the best they could tell me was that I should give them money and become a supporter, which I already am. I'm a gold supporter. You know, I own my channel. I give them Bitcoin, and that was the answer they gave me. The support didn't even tell me to clear my browser cache. Like that's I know that is a thing, but the support didn't even tell me that. Like it's a little sketchy, a little dodgy. I think they're going to have to improve some aspects of their service if they want to continue to lead the way. So I'm going to try Rumble out also, and I will try to upload to everything. I'm not giving up on BitChute. I now have videos being able to be published on BitChute after a month of no working, so that's good. So we're going to work on that, okay? Rumble or something else I'll try. You know, I don't host anything on Minds, but I try to remember to post on Minds. I'm done with the Diaspora, the Pluspora, the Diaspora network. It's a rotten haven. It's not good as a mental health space. It's really, really bad, actually. Once you get into the Diaspora bubble, it starts to get into your brain, and it's a very bad space, you know. So that's where I'm at. I am on MeWe as me, Christoph. Search that, CHRISTOF. That's where you'll find MeWe. Mine's is 23 degrees. There's still some I haven't nuked Facebook yet, but I'm probably going to, because I'm not allowed to talk about things anymore. And this is the big problem with YouTube, which is creeping up, you know. I talk a lot about people living on the edges and not being part of standard normal society. That includes things like the coronavirus. So as I deal with that, I'm walking an edge where censorship, not even targeted censorship. I'm 37 subscribers, right? Whatever. Someday I'm going to go viral and I'll have 200 subscribers or 400 subscribers, whatever. You know, if I get really lucky, I'll qualify for live stream status. That would be a blast. But we've already seen this with the election, okay? The VOTING thing in the United States, where you're not allowed to talk about FRAUD because, literally, they will take you down if you don't accept the mandated media reality of how everything was handled and what happened. And I'm not sure that the effects or the results would have been significantly different. No one is sure, and no one can be sure, because at this point, you can recount all you want, but you can't audit the validity of the votes. That's literally impossible to do because of how things were handled on purpose. And that's, the statement is, it was completely honest and we have nothing to hide, but you're not allowed to look. Sure, that doesn't really work for me. We're living in an edge case, and I don't think that things are going to progress as smoothly as the mandated censorship machines want them to. And that's something I need to be able to talk about on the channel, but now I can't do that at all on the tube. So, where do we go with that? But I expect that to happen with coronavirus. I'm going to have to eventually talk about vaccinations and why they may have been a bad idea, why lockdowns may have been a really horrible idea. We had an opportunity with a very, very low mortality rate virus to get herd immunity, to spread it around, to get more cases. And now there's the more virulent, more deadly strains coming out because everyone locked down and festered indoors, and now if you haven't had it, you're going to get a worse one. And if you have had it, then you're okay. Except, of course, they're always going to try to keep you scared. They're still going to say, oh, you're only okay for 2 weeks or 3 months or 3 weeks because your immune system won't handle it. Genetic modification vaccines. There's a lot to talk about, and I don't know where I'm going to be able to talk about that on YouTube. I'm just going to post it and see if it goes down, but I would like to remind everyone that there are other platforms, and it's very possible at this point that I'll end up getting a bigger viewership or subscriber base on one of the alternative platforms just because they're small, they're new. I might be able to actually make an impact, We'll see. So that's that. Sitting here in the dark, almost the shortest day of the year. That's tomorrow. As I record this, it won't publish for a couple of days because I'm trying to keep ahead. So there you go. What do I get to talk about? And do I have to self-censor? Because right now I'm not really self-censoring. What the fuck, right? What are they going to fucking do? Kill me and 37 subscribers? But I value the fact that anyone is listening at all, and I would really like to see you be able to follow me if things go sideways. So, for your morning, I'd like to remind you of a couple of things that you need to do. Stuff. Do stuff. If you do stuff, things happen. Wherever you're at, if you're spinning in place and you can't figure out what to do, just start with something simple. Do stuff. Don't stop. And finish something. Go finish some little thing right now, okay? It'll make your day better. Stay sideways.